Hello everybody, this is Brisbane05 last year and welcome back to another video of this channel. In this last episode, we actually had our first FA Cup of the Arsenal career mode and we somehow managed to get a win over a low English club, I would say, and that is Peterborough United. I mean, we conceded 2 goals first, but then we managed to bounce back, and that's how I managed to move on to the fourth round of this FA Cup round of FA Cup season. But anyway, in today's episode, we're actually going to be versing Crystal Palace in the Premier League. Yes, we're actually going to be versing Crystal Palace in the Premier League because it's pretty interesting. Is because yeah, we actually didn't get a single win against them. I mean, the last time we versed them, we actually got a draw against Crystal Palace. So this could actually be the moment. We're actually playing at Emirates Stadium, so this is going to be the moment that we get a win against them. And a much needed one, especially now that we're not in Selhurst Park anymore. It's going to be our hometown, so yeah. So sorry about previous episode where I was not being pretty much detailed, because sometimes I do get the words I needed, but then it just doesn't come up at the right time. And sometimes I'm lost of words and I just talk random. So mostly because I'm kind of locked in this wonderful game. So yeah, many people do that. They're locked in. So yeah. But this time I will be trying to get good commentary and make sure that this video is fine. So anyway, I really hope you enjoy this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and without further ado, please have some snacks because this one is going to be a very entertaining one. So yeah. So don't go anywhere, guys, as with a match will be coming up shortly. Alright guys, we're here to see Arsenal versus Crystal Palace, and it's 13th of January, so well, not in real life, but in the game, obviously. And yep, Arsenal take on Crystal Palace. And Arsenal versus Crystal Palace, both teams looking for a win. So it's battle. Yep, that's the same news, but this news is different. Crystal Palace fans still haven't forgotten the excitement of the 2-2 draw at their home ground last time the teams met. That said, they'll be hoping to go one better in today's return fixture at Arsenal. So, yep. Let's take a look at the squad and see how things are. Obviously, Saliba is still locked in. I mean, he's not happy because he's been subbed off. But don't worry, as everyone's fit for today's game. So I'm pretty sure that this will be an easy win for us. Depends if Arsenal somehow bottles it. But anyway, we're actually wait. We're actually going to take a look at the standings and see how things are. And same as usual, Arsenal are still 6 points behind Man City. Chelsea are actually in 5th place, and Liverpool have somehow dropped to 7th, which is kind of weird, honestly. But has Man City got an easy... No, they haven't. Well, they got Newcastle, but I'm pretty sure they'll easily get the job done. But, yeah. I guess we're now in... So this is actually our first fixture in January. 13 January, yep. We're up against Crystal Palace, and looks like if we need to try to reduce the gap, we have to get a win here. So, yeah. And this time press conference will be here. And Mateta, Eboué, Ahmada, Hughes, Eze, Lerma, Anderson, Nathaniel Klein, Guetta, Mark Gahey, and Chao Enrique. I'm pretty sure Chao Enrique was from Monaco. And now he's actually made a move to Crystal Palace. I didn't notice that, but now I did. But this should be a pulsating game. But before that, let's take a look at the press conference. Alright guys, so the 3 questions for Mikel Arteta was Zinchenko had a very bad performance in the previous games, but he's still picking him despite his shambolic performance. And he said that Zinchenko has to play a lot of games to get his form and mojo back. And secondly is that Arsenal are up against Crystal Palace and they really want to make their fans happy. And third thing is that they're up against Crystal Palace, and Crystal Palace are not in a good position. They're actually in the relegation zone. But Mikel Arteta is not underestimating them, despite Crystal Palace in 18th position, because we've seen that last place teams can somehow get a win or a draw against us. So most likely Crystal Palace, if they actually get a draw or win, this should be a very good result for Crystal Palace. I mean, we did draw against them, but that was at Selhurst Park. But yeah, so Arsenal will be going with the starting 11, their usual starting 11. Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz, Martin Odegaard, Eduardo Camavinga, Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, Zinchenko, Gabriel, William Saliba, and Ben White. And obviously Ramsdale. So yeah, I really cannot wait to see how things are going to go for Arsenal, because they got a loss against Fulham in their previous match, a 3-2. It was actually a Christmas Eve match. The only thing that they flipped was the West Ham victory. But this time Arsenal should get a win here. They need to get their mojo back, because they cannot keep on losing their winning streak. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's enjoy this match. And obviously we have Gabriel Jesus, the top scorer of the Premier League. And he's actually with 23 goals. If he actually gets 9 more goals, this should be good. Like 10 more goals actually, then he'll break the Premier League record. But in real life, that has already been broken, because Haaland has actually scored 36 goals in the 22-23 season. So he's already broken that record, but I'm pretty sure it was not carried forward in the game, so it kind of makes sense. So what I was trying to say is that just like how Arsenal were in the Europa League, I mean, yeah, Arsenal did play Manchester City in the Community Shield. That was the only thing that was carried forward. But they were in the Europa League and that record wasn't broken at that time. So Erling Haaland scored 36 goals in real life, so maybe would be the reason. But yeah. So as you saw right here, Arsenal are going with their same starting 11. The original starting 11. So no one changed, well, apart from the FA Cup, but still. And Crystal Palace, Roy Hodgson, the former Liverpool goalkeeper, or I mean the manager, I would say. So Nathaniel Klein, Chao Enrique, Mark Gahey, Mateta, Eze. Michael Olise is actually not there in the squad. He might have actually made a move somewhere else.
Thank you for attending the Emirates Stadium. Enjoy the match.
And yeah. So we don't know who's actually going to be starting with the kickoff. Gabriel, Quetta. I think it's going to be Crystal Palace. And it is actually going to be Crystal Palace, as you can see right here in the manager mode view. Sorry I changed it because I thought I forgot to change it, but I actually did change it. But I was kind of engrossed in, explaining this today's fixture and such. So here. But Arsenal, they have to really step up here, because after that loss to Fulham, they're somehow managing to lose their type of mojo and such. And especially Mikel Arteta said that Zinchenko didn't defend that well in that Fulham game. So that was the reason why Arteta said, and he was wanting Tierney to actually be in the, because Tierney's more experienced. And as you can see right here, Aston Villa scored an early goal thanks to Berenguer. And Mark Gay actually tackled Gabriel Jesus. And now Crystal Palace has a chance. They're on the attack. And history beckons for Gabriel Jesus. He's actually scored 23 goals in the Premier League. So this could be a chance to break the record. And that was a wonderful defense. But still, Crystal Palace have the chance and they take it. And it's Mateta that actually scores the opening goal for Crystal Palace. Like usual, Arsenal still hasn't learned their lesson. They always concede the goal first. I mean, they did defend very well, but they had to get more involved. That's the thing. And just like in a Selhurst Park drama, this happens with Emirates. Arsenal concedes against Crystal Palace first. But now, Arsenal are really losing that type of mojo since the depth is no longer there. What can Arsenal do? Is this going to be like that Peterborough United all over again? Ben White has it. Still White. White finds Camavinga. It's Camavinga with it. Kamavinga finds Havertz. Havertz finds Jesus. Jesus finds Odegaard. Odegaard finds Jesus. And that's wonderful play. It's like Arsenal are following prime Barcelona's tiki-taka. Might have followed Johan Cruyff's tactics there. But what a pass from Jesus. Then to Odegaard. And then Odegaard back passing to Jesus. And that's how Jesus scored from there. Scoring his 24th goal in the Premier League. Not in all competitions. He's probably scored more than that. But yeah, looks like Arsenal are level with Crystal Palace after conceding an early goal. And yep, I was correct. Arsenal's top striker Gabriel Jesus scored 24 goals in just 20 matches. And as you can see right here, is that a penalty? I'm kind of confused. Is there a penalty given? But I don't know. Maybe it's a red card, but yeah, because the score is still the same in the updates over there. Now here's Havertz. Havertz shoots. And Arsenal, despite actually conceding an early goal, they actually managed to bounce back. Scored back-to-back goals. And Crystal Palace goalkeeper has not even made a single save out of their front three attackers. What a shot from Kai Havertz, the vice-captain of Arsenal. I mean, there were transfers coming for Arsenal. Martin Odegaard was supposed to leave for Manchester City, but as usual, they had their history of losing players to join Manchester City, like Clichy, Sagna, Kolo Toure, then Emmanuel Adebayor, and then of course Samir Nasri, who has now managed to win a Premier League title with Man City. I mean, he started his Premier League career with Arsenal. That was my club, but obviously he betrayed them to join Man City, and at that time Man City was, well, like kind of underdogs. But now they're actually one of the ruthless team in the Premier League. And as usual, Arsenal concede the possession there. Gabriel nicks Mateta, and that's how he lost the ball. Saliba is kind of emotional that he's going to leave Arsenal at the end of the season, because he's probably one of the best centre-backs in Arsenal's squad, I would say. And getting Saliba was probably Arsenal's smart tactics. And now here's Saka. This could be a chance for Arsenal to get their third goal. Saka crosses it, finds Havertz, and Guetta makes a save. And there was a miscommunication, but luckily he gets it away. And now here's Ebiwe. Still Ebiwe. Ebiwe finds Mateta. Still Mateta. Skills the player. Finds Hughes. Still Hughes. Finds Nathaniel Klein. Finds Ahamada. Ahamada shoots. But what a save from Aaron Ramsdale. Denied Crystal Palace's opportunity to equalize. An attempted shot here from Ahamada, but as usual, a wonderful save from Aaron Ramsdale. In real life, Arsenal are really in the mud. They have injuries, especially Ben White, Calafiori, Odegaard. I mean, Odegaard will still return for the fixture, but not this week, next week against Chelsea. But we don't know how things go for Arsenal, because the injuries have been Arsenal's enemies so far. And that's the reason why Arsenal managed to drop points. Even though they still have the chance, they really could have won that game against Man City and Liverpool, because they have been leading in 2 of these encounters, but then bottle it. But anyway, we already reached half-time as Arsenal have a slim lead over Crystal Palace. And yup, Zinchenko had a rough day. I'm not sure if it's Zinchenko or Odegaard. Looks the same, but still. Half-time, Arsenal 2, Crystal Palace 1. We're obviously going to take a look at the highlights. And as usual, we got to see that in the first highlights here, we got Mateta scoring that easy goal. But then, right after that, Gabriel Jesus actually scored that goal. And he actually leveled it. But then, not shortly after, Kai Havertz the vice-captain of Arsenal, put Arsenal in front. And there were chances for Crystal Palace to get back in the 43rd minute. It was actually an attempted shot from Ahamada, but then it was a wonderful save from Aaron Ramsdale. We're actually going to take a look at the around the grounds. And as you can see right here, Aston Villa has the slim lead over Everton. Burnley currently leveling with Luton Town. Liverpool having a slim lead over Bournemouth. And Brighton having a stalemate situation against Wolves. But are Arsenal going to make some changes? Or are they going to be retaining? We're going to see and find out. But anyway, we'll be right back. Alright guys, I've already made some changes for Arsenal. And we actually substituted Ben White for the Dutchman Hurrien Timber. As you can see right here, the only change we've made so far for Arsenal was obviously Timber coming in for White. And Arsenal, as usual, will be starting the kickoff. Here's Martinelli with a charge run. Still Martinelli. Martinelli finds Odegaard. It was Odegaard an assist, but he sadly couldn't get a goal as Guaita makes a wonderful save. And Crystal Palace are actually going to make a substitution of their own. Ahamada goes off for Doucouré. It looks like Crystal Palace, they need to strike up. Even despite scoring an early goal, they have to think smart here. Now here Martinelli tries to cross this one in. Delivers into the box, but obviously a wonderful defense from Crystal Palace. Havertz shoots, but Guaita makes another save. Could have easily been his double. But what a save from Guaita. Now Arsenal really needs to score that not the consolation goal, but I mean the insurance goal. So, yep. Could this be a chance for Arsenal to score from there? You don't know. Camavinga has it. Finds Saka. Saka shoots. But what a save from Guaita yet again. Guaita makes 3 saves after saves. He has already made 3 saves. And actually consecutive ones. And now here's Martinelli. Is he going to cross this one, or is Guaita going to step up again? Another headed away block from Crystal Palace. Camavinga tries to find the player, but Doucouré makes an easy interception. And now Crystal Palace, who've already been on defensive mode, are now trying to find ways to counter-attack. And transfer confirmed as Koke makes a move to Spurs. So, yep. Koke is now a Spurs player. Hurrien Timber somehow makes a wonderful interception and heads this one clearly. Now here's Gabriel Jesus. Finds Saka. Saka dummies the shot. But Crystal Palace gets this one away. We're in the 61st minute. Hughes has it. Hughes finds Mateta. Mateta finds Hughes again. Finds Mateta. Saka makes a wonderful tackle, but he loses it. This could be a chance for Crystal Palace to get one goal back, which they do. And it's an equalizing goal. Zinchenko will have to come off for Kane Taney. That was a wonderful goal. I'm pretty sure it's going to be that deja vu all over again, where Arsenal scored 2 goals, but then they conceded a goal at that type of the hour. But Ramsdale should have really saved that. Couldn't easily be beaten in the post. But obviously Eze scored that goal. Equalizes it for Crystal Palace. And Zinchenko will have to come off quickly for Kieran Tierney. He's probably going to play his last few games for Arsenal.
Goal for Crystal Palace, number 10, Ebreki Eze.
Now here's Martinelli with the charge run. Still Martinelli. Still Martinelli. But he gets tackled by Anderson. Now Guehi has it. Still Guehi. And Arsenal's next match is against Nottingham Forest, but this time at the City Ground. Mark Guehi has it. Finds Ebiowei. Ebiowei crosses this one, but Odegaard has to come from attack to defense to take this one away. And now he finds Ramsdale. Ramsdale finds Hurrien Timber. And he somehow has to use his pace to get the ball. Still Timber. Timber finds Camavinga. Still Camavinga. But he gets tackled. And now Doucouré has it. Doucouré finds Lerma. Lerma finds Mateta. Mateta finds Hughes. Still Hughes. Hughes shoots. But what a save from Aaron Ramsdale. A much needed one. And now Crystal Palace are going to be making a substitution. As Ebiwe comes in for one of the ruthless strikers, or midfielders I would say. But yeah, Odegaard is going to be subbed off for Emil Smith-Rowe, since he's actually now promoted to the bench since Partey's cleared off. So he's actually going to be the substituted skipper, I would say. Now Crystal Palace have a chance to take the lead from here. Could this be a chance? They had a chance. But what a save from Ramsdale. And Martinelli finds Jesus. Jesus finds Kai Havertz. Still Havertz. Still Kai. Kai makes a breakthrough run to find... Oh my goodness, that could have been a chance, honestly, for Arsenal to get this one. Tierney makes a wonderful touch. Finds Havertz. Havertz finds Martinelli. Martinelli finds Jesus. Could this be a chance? But what a save from Guetta. Guetta crosses this one. Kamavinga has it. Finds Emil Smith-Rowe. Still Smith-Rowe. Still Emil Smith-Rowe. Emil Smith-Rowe shoots, but what a tackle or block from Mark Gahey. And this could be Arsenal's chance. It looks like Bukayo Saka is going to come off for Declan Rice. And it is actually a good time to actually sub off Bukayo Saka since it's already in the dying minutes. But Arsenal, they have to do this. Mark Gay makes a wonderful block. But Timber has it. Timber finds Saliba. Saliba finds Emil Smith-Rowe. Smith-Rowe with a charging run. Smith-Rowe shoots. And what a goal to score in the dying minutes. That is a beauty from Emil Smith-Rowe. In the 90th minute. Sorry, I kind of used it right there, but that was a wonderful shot from Emil Smith-Rowe. And he's actually been the substitute for Martin Odegaard. And he's actually been now scoring dying minute goals like this one. But anyway, what a time to score for Arsenal. And as usual, Arsenal will take the lead for the time being. But is Crystal Palace going to steal that win from Arsenal? Are they going to steal it? And probably try to secure a draw from the jaws of defeat. And here's Doucouré. Time is already up. Thanks to a wonderful tackle from Saliba. And that's it. Arsenal with that wonderful win over Crystal Palace. They almost lost 3 points. But thanks to a goal from Emil Smith-Rowe, probably a hero here for Arsenal. But yeah, Gabriel Jesus was on the score sheet, but it was for other players to actually be on the score sheet. He's not being that relying. They're not relying on Jesus. He was relying on Kai Havertz and Emil Smith-Rowe to score. And as usual, full-time Arsenal 3, Crystal Palace 2. And as usual, we're going to take a look at the highlights. 11th minute, as usual, a colossal defense from Arsenal, giving Mateta to score an easy one. But then Arsenal, they bounce back. Thanks to a wonderful tiki-taka play from Arsenal. Of course, Jesus finding Odegaard, then back to Jesus, and then scoring an equalizing goal. But then Arsenal scoring that goal which put them in front thanks to a goal from Kai Havertz, the vice-captain of Arsenal. But then Crystal Palace scored the goal thanks to Eberechi Eze in the 66th minute. But sadly, the equalizing goal was denied thanks to a late goal from Emil Smith-Rowe. And that's how the game was concluded. Arsenal 3, Crystal Palace 2. And Aston Villa got a 2-0 win over Everton. So sadly, we will be remaining in third place. So let's see how the post-match interview goes off.
Hi, just a couple of questions for you.
And Arteta is going to be happy for once because after that loss to Fulham, they somehow managed to bounce back Zinchenko. Why did you sub Zinchenko off? I try to make sure every player gets treated the same here. Zinchenko is no different. If you get an opportunity to play, you have to make the most of it. Prove to me you're worth a regular place in the team. It looked like a game was going to end up your way, and then right at the end, your team came up with a winner. Was it perhaps a day when you had a little luck on your side? Great mental strength and stamina today. So close to the end, you'd expect tired legs, but we kept making runs, kept getting into good positions. We were patient, just believed the chance would come. So your team managed to go on better against Crystal Palace and got the win today. You must be pleased. What do you think made the difference? Did your boys prove a point with the win today? I know people have wondered if we were good enough defensively after that draw last game, but I thought the lads responded really well today. They played as if they had a point to prove.
Thank you so much.
And yep, this concludes Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. It looks like Arsenal will be having their next Premier League match, and that's against Nottingham Forest. But let's take a look at the player chats. As discussed with yourself before the current season began, investing in your youth development represented. Yep, it's to meet that target. And then Marquinhos trying to make a move to Lazio on a loan offer. And then Gabriel's current. Let's take a look at the player chat. Thanks for all the first team chances. I've been getting boss. I've been getting boss. I'll keep doing whatever I need to. I really thought I could have made a difference against Crystal Palace, boss. It wasn't an easy decision. I had to choose, and that meant I couldn't give you what you wanted. So Tomiyasu kind of felt sad there. Don't worry, Tomiyasu. We will be using you in the next match, so don't worry about it. I mean, many people are actually fatigued, but it's gonna be all the way in 30th January. So, yep. So this advanced thing is gonna be taking a while. We regret to inform you that we have decided to withdraw our offer for Marquinhos. We are surprised and disappointed not to have had a more timely response from you. We will no longer obviously we don't need him to leave. He can still do better, so don't worry. But yeah, and obviously the price for clearing the first round. And looks like Arsenal's next match is against Huddersfield, and Paris are actually offering a swap transfer with for Manuel Ugarte. No way, Jose. I am not taking that offer. Sorry. Bukayo Saka's reliant. I know it's a lot of money, but we have to be patient. Money cannot help you guys. But looks like Arsenal's next match is against Huddersfield. And Real Sociedad are actually going to be making I don't know, what are they doing? I don't know what are they doing. They're just keeping on making transfers. Anyway, we'll be right back once we get to the point. Alright guys, so we're at to the point. Oh, sorry, okay. So it says, good morning, Mr. Mikhail. I have to report that my search for players in Germany is coming to an end. I'm not sure I'll find any more talent matching a scouting instruction criteria. I would suggest you modify that to the scouting instruction you've set. Alternately, you send me elsewhere to find players matching your current scouting. I'll leave it to your judgment, boss. And I think we're going to view the GTN map. So we're going to take Northern Europe. Maybe from the championship side, I would say. Alright, yeah. Let's try Scotland. Let's do it. Since we could get a lot of good Scottish players. And yep, looks like Arsenal's next match is against Huddersfield. It's not actually Nottingham Forest. So this is actually going to be good for Arsenal, as they've got a lucky win over Peterborough United. And as usual, Arsenal will be making some changes because this is the FA Cup. So, yep. Changes will be made for Arsenal, so yeah, don't worry about that. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll be back for our next match. Goodbye. Hello guys, we're back, and just as we witnessed, it was actually very close. Just like the Selhurst Park days, it was very close. But Arsenal managed to steal that, try to at least, not steal, but managed to grasp a victory from Crystal Palace. thanks to a late goal from Emil Smith-Rowe. But yep, Arsenal were not doing well defensively, despite actually having good players back after being rested and such. They were not doing well defensively, but still they managed to do well. Offensively, they were ruthless, so that's how Arsenal managed to get a win over Crystal Palace. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Arsenal's next match will be up against Huddersfield in the FA Cup, but the second round, well, it's the second round for us, but it's actually the fourth round of the FA Cup. So, yeah. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. This is Brisbane 05 Blaster here, signing off.